Remember when I said I went on my longest trip ever? I'm not sure how long it will take me to go through all of the photos and the clips I recorded during this journey and compile them into a video to share with you guys. Well, that was in 2024. What happened to 2025, me away from photography, away from video making? That's a whole nother story. Not sure if anybody would even care to know. But first, let's finally close the chapter on this 20-something days American road trip saga, and then maybe, just maybe, I can finally move forward to start the year 2026 as a photographer again. Not gonna lie, this whole folder looks absolutely terrifying before I opened it, with almost 200 gigabytes of footage. It took me 4 solid days just to wrangle the footage into a rough cut. And now here I am, staring down the barrel of actually writing about it. I'm just trying to make sense of these random clips scattered across a video camera, a GoPro, and my phone, and my mom's phone, while also lay out all the photos I shot on the road with just one camera, my trusty Pentax 645. This epic journey was for my 2 aunties who were visiting the US with my mom tagging along. This is my auntie's first time here and quite possibly the only time in their life. So naturally, we did the impossible. From West Coast to East Coast, cramming in everything at once. I already made a video about part 1 a year ago. That's Los Angeles to Yosemite to San Francisco, all that good stuff. This is technically part 2, starting from Vegas and then to Horseshoe Bend and then to Grand Canyon and eventually to see Yellowstone. Part 3 will cover East Coast, New York, Washington, D.C., and so on, so this video doesn't turn into a 2-hour-long endurance test. So, the tour group first assembled in Vegas. We stayed at this really fancy-looking hotel. No time to enjoy it, because we spent the entire day walking the strip, hopping from casino to casino just to look at the hotel themselves. Over 100 degrees! Las Vegas sunlight! Whew. Look at how many people! So many people, so crowded. Oh. The day ended in Old Town. Man, there was so much walking. And I took exactly 1 whole photo in Vegas. 1. Off a wonderful start, right? But honestly, who cares? I've been to Vegas plenty of time. As far as I was concerned, the real trip hadn't even started yet. Good morning! We are heading to the next spot. It is 6 p.m. We are doing a bathroom stop right now, and I just saw a nice looking red truck over there. I'm gonna go take a photo real quick. I mean, it looks alright. It doesn't look as good as how I see it with my eyes. So, well, here comes our official first stop. Alright, we are in Arizona right now. Oh my god, look at the clouds, so pretty. We just watched a IMAX movie talking about how Grand Canyon is formed, the history and everything. The Grand Canyon IMAX theater. I mean, I would expect nothing more from a tour bus trip. So predictably touristy. Look at the clouds, it's so pretty. I took 4 photos here, burned through the last of the Portrait 160 that was loaded in my camera, and officially switched to my favorite film stock, Kodak Gold 200. Welcome to my comfort zone. Sometimes I feel like I've been carrying the camera a long time and then we've been too many places, but I end up with very little pictures. Alright, we are here. I don't even know where this is. July 26, 2024 at 2:30 p.m. We finally arrived at the very first real stop of this journey. Grand Canyon National Park. Wow! Look at this! It was hot, it was crowded, the air wasn't exactly crystal clear, and still, I couldn't help but standing there in complete wow. Just look at those rocks. If you've been watching my channel, you probably already know I only have one lens for my Pentax 645, that's the 75mm, roughly equal to a 50mm on a full-frame camera. Definitely not wide enough for landscape photos. I knew this going in, so I thought about bringing a second 35mm camera with a wider lens just for the landscape. But then I asked myself, seriously, how much do you even care about landscape photos to begin with? So I end up with one camera, one lens, just like old time, using what you got, embrace the limitation, right? I just feel like no matter what camera I use and what picture I take here, it's just not gonna look as the same as how I see it and how I feel it. Standing here just looking at the canyon. These massive rocks, these ridges, these canyons, they've all been photographed over and over again by countless people before me. What new perspective could I possibly bring? I've always felt this pessimism about landscape photography. The sense that it doesn't really matter who's standing here, we'd all end up taking the same photo. Those great landscape photographers, they venture to remote places and wait patiently for hours, days, sometimes even longer, chasing the most subtle change in light and shadow to create real landscape photos. But here I am, standing among a crowd of people, of ordinary tourists with exactly 15 minutes to spare. What could I possibly capture that's interesting? So quickly, the people who's looking at the view interest me more than the view itself.
Algo maravilloso, bonito.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I can't quite put my finger on why I love this particular photo so much. Most people were either holding up their phone taking pictures or hunching over check their photos they just took. I was also one of them, juggling between my film camera and my video camera, distracted and hurried. And then there were these two girls just standing there quietly, gazing into the canyon, looking at something probably not grand at all. I don't know. Maybe this photo captured a brief moment of stillness I glimpsed in the middle of this frantic traveling. And this frantic traveling just started. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. I really love your style, your hat and everything. Do you mind if I take a picture?
Oh, that's fine.
Of you? Great. Awesome. Thank you. All right, let me see. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Do you mind hold your camera up?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like up a little more.
Nice.
Awesome.
Ready?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh my god, this is so much fun. 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Thank you. You have a nice day.
Have a great time.
You too. Hey guys, sorry to bother you. You guys look super cool sitting here. Do you mind if I take a picture, you guys?
Oh, sure. I'm okay.
All right, awesome, great. All right, let me just adjust this real quick. Can I take one just you two? I love the color of your clothes. I'm in California, but my mom's from China. So she's like here visiting. So I'm taking her all over America right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I saw you guys sitting chatting here. The scene looks great. The scene looks great. Actually, do you mind if I take a single shot of you guys? I think the background here looks a little messy. If I can just have you stand right here would be amazing. 2, 3. Lovely. Can I take one with you, sir? Awesome. Oh my god, this is great.
Same thing?
Yeah, just like that. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a great trip.
Thank you.
Enjoy your visit.
All right, we are back on the bus. This was a pretty quick roll. I quickly shot through a whole roll of 16 shots. Alright, we are now at East Canyon, I think. When I say East Canyon, I mean East Realm Desert Viewpoint. I just looked that up. See, this is the problem. Looking at old footage after almost a year and a half, if I didn't mention in the video, I genuinely can't remember where we were at exactly, how long it took us to get there, and honestly, much of anything. And here's also the weird part. I also don't recall the real feeling of amaze and exciting I once had standing in front of the grand view. A year and a half later, sitting here, looking at my computer, scrolling through all of these photos and videos, I'm realizing that the wow I felt standing before Grand Canyon has quietly evaporated with time. I just feel like no matter what camera I'm using, how good I am at taking photos, standing in front of a scene like this, it will never be the same looking at it with my own human eyes and looking at it on a photograph. Yeah. This does look amazing though. Excuse me, sir. I love you guys' shirt. Do you mind if I take a photo of you guys?
Yes.
Yeah? Awesome, great. Do you mind like sit a little closer? Awesome. Thank you so much. You have a great day. You're famous now. Like right here. Around 7 p.m., we finally arrived at the last stop of the day, Horseshoe Bend. Alright, now it's almost 7 o'clock. We finally got to the Horseshoe Bend. I've been here once, like many years ago. Don't quite remember. It was late July, peak summer, and even though it was almost 7, the sun was still hanging high in the sky. Our bus parked in some distant lot, and we walked at least 25 minutes just to reach the overlook.
这个时间的光已经把这个红色照出来了。对。
This is what my 75mm lens could capture. The other half, I'm afraid, you have to imagine it for yourself. By this time, the sunlight had this golden glow that only exists right before sunset. Kodak Gold 200 absolutely nailed it here, capturing that warm, honey-colored light perfectly. Excuse me.
Please.
I think you look really cool with your camera. Do you mind if I take a picture of you?
Absolutely not. Do
No?
what you like.
Oh, great, thank
to
you.
you.
Awesome.
I'm not a beauty.
You are. You
I'm a
are.
beauty?
Yes, I think you look
Already
really
given the permission
handsome.
2 times.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me just adjust this real quick. Can I take just one more? Can I take one more?
I'm not an actor, eh?
But you look really cool. I think you look really cool.
Very cool. Okay? Look if it is okay.
I can't. It's film.
All the money you make, half and half, between you and me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Stay
Okay.
well.
I mean, look at that cloud. That is a very beautiful cloud. Oh, I can't rush it. I can't do this. We stayed for maybe 15 minutes before we had to start heading back. And right then, the sun began its slow descending towards the horizon. The lighting is perfect right now, but we couldn't stop. We just have to head back to the bus. I am so mad, so upset about this. I was walking back to the bus. Honestly, a little angry. 哦，这首光多漂亮啊！ I would not do tour bus again, like ever. I don't want to do this anymore. The amount of anxiety I have right now and not be able to capture this and spend time, it's, yeah. I felt like I didn't have enough time to take more photos. If we could have just waited a bit longer, I can't imagine how beautiful it could have been. But, oh well, tour bus don't care about a girl held her camera standing here hopelessly missing golden hour and blue hour. That's just how it is. And like that, our day ended. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I'm stressing myself out. I can always come back and do this. Other time, I mean, the rock and the land, it's not gonna go anywhere. I guess I can always come back. We've been on that bus since 6:30 in the morning and it didn't get to the hotel until almost 9 p.m. It was a pretty brutal first day. Good morning! Today is day 3. We are at Antelope Canyon. Not sure if I would have time to take pictures. I loaded up a roll of Cine Still 500. It's not Cine Still. I don't know. I'm not like fully awake right now. And then 7:30 in the morning, we arrived at Antelope Canyon. The guide immediately told us they had very strict rules. No backpack, not even fanny pack, and inside you could only taking photos, no video allowed. I loaded a roll of 500T motion picture film. Still, there was no way my photo would do this place justice. As cliche as it sounds, this is genuinely one of the places you have to see it with your own eyes to really feel the magic of nature. Alright, we just got out Antelope Canyon. It was amazing. Our tour guide, Eli, he was super nice. And he stopped, take photos for us. Like, really nice guy, really nice person. I did took 14, 13 photos in there. So that wasn't too bad. I think it's pretty good. An hour later, I got to the optional part of this tour that cost extra. Kayaking in Lake Powell. As beautiful as that idea sounds, I don't swim, so I'm naturally terrified of water. So that's a hard pass for me. While most of our tour group went to play in the water, I had some free time to wander around.
Hi, excuse me. I think you look really cool sitting here. Do you mind if I take a picture of you?
Yeah.
Awesome, great. Thank you. Do you mind if I take one more? Thank you so much. Sorry, what's your name?
Shook.
Shook. Nice to meet you. Thank you. You have a nice day.
This is the last photo I shot on that 500T roll. I really loved how the color turned out. Look at those blue eyes though. I'm gonna just walk down there and see if there's anything I can catch. I finished the roll of 500T back there. I just load up another roll of gold 200. And then time to switch back to gold 200 again. I was trying to capture this moment and totally missed it.
Hi, excuse me.
Hi.
I think you look really chill just sitting here. Do you mind if I take a photo of you?
Yeah, sure.
You can just go back where what you're doing.
Who's doing?
Yeah. Thank you. You have a nice day.
you-
Like right here. Oh, this
Face the camera.
yeah, just face the camera. It's fine. Maybe you can like fix your hat back here a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Is that good right there?
Yeah. That's good. That's awesome.
求个山。
回头再刷，先别管它。
水一湿以后，
因为现在这个东西湿了。那个要刷。那个颜色很漂亮。
对，就黄色、蓝色，然后蓝色的天空。
装的气质也蛮漂亮的。
Do you mind if I take a picture of you? You look so cool with your hat and everything.
I just made this hat. I'm from Hawaii. I just made
Oh,
this hat.
great.
Not from here?
No, I'm from California, and most of our group are from China.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I just came out to visit some friends in Utah. I live out in Hawaii, so.
Oh, awesome! So you're very familiar with water.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
For 8 hours the other day, spearfishing and catching fish out of the ocean, so.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I've never been to Hawaii. I really wish one day I can visit.
We can.
Awesome! Thank you. You have a nice day. This is more like my pacing, like an hour just aimlessly walking around. Don't have to worry about like have to run back to the bus. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. My mood is all up again. Oh.
You know how people always say film makes you slow down? Oh well, I guess I really don't like to be rushed when shooting film.
On my way out, I run into the tour guide guy, and he was holding this pedal and holding a yellow jacket. I think the second one turned out much better. Yeah. Day 3.
Back on the bus, we keep rolling down the road and suddenly we start seeing green. I don't remember the name of this place, to be honest.
Alright, now since we got to a spot that has a lot of green, I'm gonna load up a roll of.
Here I loaded a roll of Fuji Pro 400H, probably expired. When I first tested this film, I wasn't necessarily a big fan of it, but I really liked how it brings out the greens and the blues here.
What is it?
It's a baby horned lizard,
Oh my god!
and he was on the trail. The only reason I picked him up is because we almost stepped on him.
Just love
I'm
them.
sorry, I scared
These
you
are
so
brand
much.
new. These are new babies that they just started.
Go in
But
the bushes.
if you, most of them are about this big.
You saved it!
Last time you did that, it was a snake.
Uh-huh.
I run.
People have a different talent.
I get on the radio. Come, help me. There's a snake. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Do you guys mind if I take a photo of you two? I think you two look
I do
really
not
cool.
know.
Alright. Oh, that looks great. Oh, awesome, it's awesome. How long you guys been married?
2 days already.
I'm guessing older than you've been alive. Maybe twice as old as you've been alive.
You never know. Bye, have a nice day. Sunrise point, viewpoint up there. I don't think I can.
I was supposed to follow the trail, go all the way up to a viewpoint, but since I've stopped and talked to people and take photos, I didn't think I had enough time to walk all the way, so I just started to heading back to the bus.
绝对专业。
你还环绕着拍了。
好了 ，OK。
Okay. Hey guys, good morning. We are on the road again. Today is the 4th day. I feel like I'm starting to get used to the pacing of this tour bus. And today I felt much better, maybe because our start time is a little late. But yeah, let's go.
After days of desert rock, the world outside got greener and greener. Welcome to Jackson, Wyoming. I really love this little town. Again, didn't have much time to stop and take photos. We were just too busy walking around, looking at little shops, buying souvenirs, taking a bunch of touristy cell phone photo for my aunties, my mom here and there. Oh my god, we were here for 30 minutes. There's no time to do pretty much anything. We're running. This photo looked really cool in my head, but I took 2 shots and they didn't work out the way I want them to be. Hi, excuse me.
Hi.
Your bike looks so cool. Do you mind if I take a photo of you?
Go ahead, that's
Awesome, great. Thank you. Thank you. You have a nice day. This one, I think it's too close and too much reflection in his glasses, so I took another one from behind. I think the second one turned out better. Oh, the air is not quite clear. Can't really see much. I have so much respect to landscape photographers because whether a landscape photograph turned out well depends heavily on things that's completely out of your control. Whether it's a sunny day or overcast, the angle of the sun, the air visibility, all of that. So a lot of the time, I feel like landscape photography is a waiting game. This is Grand Teton. This is the mountain in the Paramount Picture logo. When we arrived, the air was wrapped in this thin layer of fog, and you could just barely see patches of snow on the peak. If only it had been a clear day. If only the peaks were lit up by golden sunlight. But they weren't. Nature doesn't care whether you're trying to take a photo or not, and the tour bus won't play your waiting game. I finished the roll of Fuji 400H here and loaded another roll of Fuji 400H. Okay, fine, Fuji 400H, it's not bad. Hi, excuse me! Your motorcycle is so cool. Do you mind if I take a photo of you?
Go ahead.
Awesome, great! Do you mind like sit on it? I want to take a photo of you with your motorcycle. Awesome! Sorry, 1 second, 1 second. Oh, there you go. Can I take one more? Can I take one more? Love it!
Yeah.
Awesome!
Hey, you take one of me.
Of course, yes. Yes, I shall do. All right. 1, 2, 3. One more.
Where you going to? Where you go to?
We're going to Yellowstone next.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I just came from there. It's so nice. Beautiful here.
Awesome. How long have you been traveling?
What's today? Sunday?
Sunday, yeah, I
Thursday.
think.
Since
Thursday. Oh, I see. How long are you gonna go still?
I live in Phoenix, so I'm going all the way back home.
I see.
Where
Okay.
you live?
I live in California. I brought my mom to the tour bus to
Ooh.
just take all over
That's
US.
the only way to do it.
Yep.
How long do they stop for?
Here, like half an hour.
Oh, that's good.
And then we're gonna spend 2 days in Yellowstone. That would be nice, I think.
Perfect. I just came from Bozeman, Montana.
Ah,
Yeah, kept right to the park. It's so beautiful. The only way to do it.
I'm super looking forward to it. You have a good time.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, after I took a photo of him, suddenly everyone wants to take a picture of him for some reason.
You see what you saw?
啊，他也照了，也照了哈。
You see what you have done! He just laughed and shouted at me in the end.
要过来的签证都需要总统的签字，因为这个是最高等级的这个算是保护区啊。那当时签字的这个总统呢，就是在50块美金上的这个人，叫做尤里西斯·克莱克啊。然后刚才你们看到这个动物呢，就是这个地方的标志性的一个动物啊，也是在国家公园的这个国家的这个动物。
Alright, I think we're here. Back in the bus, we drove forward for who knows how long. The scenery outside turned into a comfortable lush green. July 28th, about 3:30 p.m., we finally arrived at the main event of this trip, Yellowstone National Park.
We are at the very first spot of Yellowstone.
Before this, I always heard people say Yellowstone was beautiful. I'd occasionally seen tourist photo of bears or moose just casually wander around. But honestly, I didn't really know what Yellowstone actually looks like. So coming here, I didn't have any specific expectations.
豆浆，
它还是黑豆浆呢。哦，你看前面，哇，小水坑。We were looking at a tiny little pond, and then we saw a huge one right there. Oh my god, look at that! Oh my god! 妈，你快来看！哦，哇 ，so pretty!
My vocabulary is so limited. All I can say is, oh my god, that's so pretty! Oh my god, it's pretty!
Everybody's taking photos and recording videos here. Whew. Oh, I can smell it. Oh.
这蒸汽简直是绝了，哎，真好真好。
The weather that day was truly perfect. It's that kind of overwhelming beauty where you can't comprehend yet, like let alone putting into words. Walking further in, I saw what was probably the most stunning and breathtaking sight of the entire trip. Honestly, I don't even remember this hot spring pool being this blue with my own eye, and the sky being this blue. Watching this footage over a year later feels so surreal. Did I really stand here? I vaguely remember 3 months after the trip when I first processed and scanned the film, when I first saw this photo, I had the same feeling. Did I take this photo?
पूरा ब्लू है
होगा ये बाद में अभी इसका
才能睡多浅。
Is the saturation too high? But I also kind of love this oversaturated, surreal quality to these pictures. Look at that! What happened there? We stayed here for about an hour before getting back on the bus and leaving the park. Apparently, to protect Yellowstone's natural ecosystem, there are almost no man-made facility for lodging and dining inside the park, which is perfectly understandable. We drove for about an hour and arrived at this little small town near the park to have dinner and grab some simple breakfast stuff.
是车没来吗？车应该来了吧？已经快马上7点了。It is raining. We're standing here waiting for the light. Looks amazing though. Let's run.
And then drove for who knows how long again. Until we finally arrived at our cabin around 9 p.m.
Alright, it is 9 o'clock. We finally got to the place we are staying. We got in our cabin.
It was already dark when we got there, so I didn't see how lovely this place was until the next morning.
So cold in the morning. Oh my god. Ooh. Look at all this. Kind of cute. This is our cabin here.
But again, there wasn't any extra time to explore.
Good morning, guys. Today is day 4, day 5. I think it's day 5. I don't remember anymore. Today is gonna be a full day in Yellowstone. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, let's go.
7 a.m., the bus was heading back towards Yellowstone. Today we had the entire day in Yellowstone. Walking in at first was still pretty stunning. Basins of all sizes steaming everywhere, like stepping into some dreamscape. But the photos I took didn't turn out nearly as stunning as yesterday.
No, Jeff.
这边的雾气大呀，来这边再录，在这边，这边。关了啊。
Hi, how are you today? Good, good. Do you mind if I take a photo of you? Do you work here?
Yeah.
I saw you like picking up trash over there.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome to take pictures.
Great, thank you.
Thank you for asking.
Thank you. Sorry, what's your name?
I'm Ranger Gavin.
Gavin?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much.
Nice
I
to
really
meet you.
appreciate what you do
Oh, no
to
worries. I'm happy
preserve
to.
the park. You have a nice day. Back in the bus, keep driving, and then we got to this waterfall spot. I don't even know if we're still in Yellowstone at this point because this looks very different. So cool. Hi, excuse me. I really love your look, your hat and everything. Do you mind if I take a photo of you?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Awesome. Thank you. You have a nice day. Excuse me. Hi, sorry. I was just walking past by you. I really love your look.
Oh, thank
Do you mind if I take a picture of you?
you. No, go ahead.
Awesome, great. Do you mind like just stand right here? Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can just right there. Lovely, I love it. All right, let me just adjust this real quick. Can I take one more?
Please.
Awesome, lovely.
Thank you.
You guys have a nice day.
You have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, I did it. I chased him down. I walked past by him, and then I hesitated, and then I just turned around. I chased him down and asked if I could take photos of them. Yeah, it was nice.
These were shot on Fuji 400H, rated at 200. All right. I hear you. I'll give you another chance, Fuji.
Oh, look at this, Daniel. Oh my god.
This whole time, we hadn't run into any wild animal. The only chance we had to see them was sitting in the bus, driving past them really fast from really far away.
Really wish we could stop and take pictures here.
Look how beautiful this is. Why don't we stop? Ah, tour bus. I can't believe we drove by such beautiful scenery with wild animals just chilling there waiting for me to take photos of them, only to stop at this stinky mud volcano.
Ooh, it smells. Ooh. Jesus.
它那里边水质该可大了，是不是？咱这那都是滚烫。我介绍介绍，这是什么地儿呀？泥浆火山，泥浆火山也叫臭鸡蛋，也叫臭鸡蛋火山。我起个名字。
I mean, from a scientific point of view, this is kind of cool. I met this park ranger / teacher who gave us a whole speech about the history, the geology, the science behind the mud volcano.
Right? When Biscuit Basin had what we call a thermal explosion. And today they finally published the photo of the rock that was the size of a refrigerator that shot up out of that spring. A whole refrigerator. It's a miracle that nobody got injured in that thermal explosion.
So, long story short, the mud volcano is a perfect spot for dead body disposal because it's highly acidic. Don't do that. Just don't do any of that. Be very careful when you're around this mud pond because it actually happened before with a tragedy, and if any body fell in there will just vanish, not even bone left. So that's actually quite scary.
May I ask?
Yep.
You said you're teaching 11th grade.
Yep.
How does it work? And you live in New York?
Yep.
You just come
Out here in the summer.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
And how many people work here?
There are 700 people who work for the National Park Service, and there's about 3,000 who work for the hotel companies and the gift shops.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
This is a huge park.
Huge park,
park.
huge staff.
Yeah, without you telling people what's going on, there's no way I understand what's
Right,
going
exactly.
on.
They come in, they take their pictures, and they leave. They have no idea what they're looking at. I'm sure they take some beautiful pictures, but they don't know what it is. So the goal is we understand it a little bit more, and we can appreciate it a little bit more.
I see.
And that's why coming to talks like this is so important.
I'm not sure if my camera catched all of that conversation. I just asked that gentleman over there. He lives in New York, and he teaches 11th grade, and he came out here every summer, stay for 2 months, and show people what's up. I think that's really cool. It's really informative. Like, now you understand what the smell's about, how it works. Yeah, that's really cool. Trying to take a picture of them. Waiting for it. Almost there.
Really beautiful dogs. The weather's so nice today. That is our bus.
Well, you know what's more scary? You didn't see that gigantic moose.
Oh my god! Everything's so funny. Oh my god, there's a reindeer! Where?
That's just lingering in the woods by the road. I barely saw it, let alone captured it with my phone. It's actually quite scary. I didn't know they can grow that big though.
So many people. Oh wow. Oh, looks like it's about to start.
Next, we got to the largest and the most famous geyser in Yellowstone, Old Faithful. Every 90 minutes or so, like clockwork, it shoots water 130 to 180 feet into the air.
Oh, here comes, here comes. Oh, that's it?
哎呀，又停了。这说明是开
Oh,
那白色的呀，是吧？那水都沸腾成这个样子。
oh! Oh my god! Oh!
That is so cool. Oh my god. Oh, people.
Wow! I guess it has to build up for a long time. It does.
All around me, people held their phone up, their camera up, recording with big smiles on their faces. I wish I'd take this photo a little earlier. I wish it were much wider, more like how this video clip would look. But oh well, maybe next time. Old Faithful will faithfully be here for the years and the years to come, right?
Oh, I think it's dying down. Yep, I think that's about it. Now it's done. Everybody's leaving.
Speaking of something that won't be here forever, one of Yellowstone's most famous hot springs is the Morning Glory Pool. Not far from Old Faithful, it's named after the morning glory flower because of its stunning resemblance. That sapphire blue center surrounded by rings of yellow, green, and orange. This pool used to be even more intensely colored. But over the years, tourists have thrown so much junk in it, coins, rocks, trash, that changed the bacteria ecosystem in the water and muted the color. So, if we, humans, don't destroy it completely, hopefully this beautiful jewel of Earth will be here for a long time.
That was so chaotic. Everybody's like, oh, picture here, picture here, picture. Can I take a picture? Picture. Oh, it's really pretty though. The color is really nice. My lens, this 75mm. There's no way I could fit that whole thing in one picture. I thought about just have a clip of video and just call it, but I took one shot and we'll see how it will look on this film.
On the way back to the bus, I run into this sweet old gentleman with beautiful white beard.
Hi. How are you? Hi, good. Kiss me, sir. I love your beard. Do you mind if I take a photo of you? Great, thank you. Yeah, you look amazing.
Sunglasses off. Yeah.
There you go. Lovely. Give me 1 second. Let me just adjust the camera real quick. 1, 2, 3. Love that big smile of you.
Keep clicking.
Thank you so much.
Yep, keep clicking. I gotta take a picture.
She wants a picture of you taking a picture.
Oh, okay. I can post it because the film just ran out. Yeah, I can post it. Right here. Right here. Right here.
There. Awesome.
Thank you. You guys have a nice day. Thank you so much. 我觉得我拍的时候它好像眨眼了，但是我就剩最后一张了。啊，没事儿，不知道拍到了没。Not sure if I got that one because I think. Thank you.
Don't tell anybody.
Oh my god, he's a professional Santa. Oh my god, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, that's great.
Pictures are natural.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That is quite amazing. Anyway, what I was saying is I'm not sure if I captured that one good because I think when I clicked the shutter he blinked and I only have one frame left. I don't want them to wait on me to load another roll of film. Merry Christmas. I definitely wish I'd waited, reload film and took another shot. July 29th, here comes the last day in Yellowstone. I decided to keep shooting Fuji 400H. I exhausted this whole box of expired film. There were only 2 viewpoints we were going to stop. The weather was pretty gloomy at the top of the day, but luckily the sun creeped out later. Before I came to Yellowstone, I really had no idea how massive this park is. Sometimes we had to drive for hours just hopping from one point to another. Our tour guide told us a lot of stories about the park, the animals, how nature has its own way of doing things, but I really don't remember much. There's this only one story I remembered about a certain type of tree that has to catch on fire in wildfire and literally burn itself down for its seed to spread, so new trees can grow and form new forest. It's those kind of like you must die first to live on.
哟，这个口感，我一路都口感。
The last stop brought us to the Grand Prismatic Spring. From ground level, you can't see the entirety of it. This probably look most stunning if you look it from a helicopter or something. And then before you get any ideas, from what I've heard, you absolutely not allowed to fly any type of drone in Yellowstone. If you must, there is a very, very strict application process you have to go through, and I would bet it would be super expensive as well. I mean, it's totally understandable. I'm sure it's for the protection of the park. Any man-made trash that falls into the water will destroy the bacteria ecosystem and eventually kill the color in the water. So for anybody planning on going to Yellowstone, please hold on to your trash, hold on to your hat, because sometimes it could be really windy. Don't throw any coins or rocks into any body of water to, I don't know, make a wish or something. You're only doing the damage. Nature will definitely not grant your wish by doing damage. Oh, somebody lost their hat. We are currently at the main spot of Yellowstone. The tour guide said the name is 大冷静. I don't know the English name of it. The color looks really pretty. I don't think my photo would capture how pretty this really is. You have to see it from the top to really see the color and the scale of it. Now, looking back on all of these photos I took in Yellowstone, a lot of them look overly saturated. But I kind of like it. They have this very lively but strange oil painting-like, almost alien feel to them. What do you think?
All right, that's it. That is everything. Everything Yellowstone. Yeah, the photos are reminders of memories of evidence of I've been here.
And then goodbye, Yellowstone. Until next time. On the way back to Vegas, we were supposed to stop by this Salt Lake Flats. I had been super looking forward to this stop because I've seen countless pictures of how stunning this place is. Huge body of salt water staying completely still like a mirror, or just dry white salt land extended to the horizon.
Alright, we got to our last stop kind of this trip. We are at Salt Lake City. This is not where I think where we would be though.
Well, you can see the confusion in my eyes, right? So instead of the actual salt flats, we got dumped at this salt lake, this random so-called Whaler Bay Reservoir. I felt scammed. We spent an hour here, which is ridiculous. There is nothing to look at for an hour. So I just looked up the Salt Lake I thought we're going. It's a 2-hour drive from here. Yeah, we are at this tiny little... We're at this tiny little reservoir. It's why are we here? I don't know what you guys are thinking. I think this is kind of lame. I mean, we're here. We're stopping here for 40, 45 something minutes. This whole time I was debating if I wanted to confront the tour guide or call the tour company to complain, or at least call them to find out if it's false advertisement or if our tour guide just doesn't want to drive another 2.5 hours to show us the real deal. I mean, most of the people on the bus will probably not expect anything different because they don't know better, and they are probably only gonna be their customer once, like my 2 aunties, which makes me even more furious. They're only gonna be here once. Why don't you let them see the real thing? In the end, my mom told me to not make a fuss because there's still a very long way back to Vegas. I don't know what we are afraid of. So even though I was quite upset, I didn't say anything like a coward. And on the way back, when the tour guide asked for tips, I still paid him the full amount he requested. So this whole West Coast trip ended on this photo. I cannot say it's not a huge letdown. It's like we've been wandering through these beautiful, dreamy fairy tale land this whole time, and all of a sudden got yanked back into our boring reality. But you should look back, Sam. There are so many good things to remember, right? People often say life is just living for a few sparkly moments, living for those old faithful kind of moments. Maybe my brain's capacity just isn't enough or something. Even having captured so many videos and so many photos, now sitting here, I still can't recall what it felt like standing before Grand Canyon. These videos and photos, they would never really carry the feeling of just being there. The shaken deep in my heart, the overwhelmed by the sheer power of nature. Most of life, my life, it's like this photo. Like me standing on this beach, tired, confused, upset, bored, and aimlessly waiting. So ordinary and so disappointing. For me, looking back doesn't work. Celebrate how far I've came will not keep me going. It's not the beautiful scenery I've already seen or those so-called best moments in life that's already happened and I've already experienced that will keep me going. It's the disappointed version of me standing here thinking about, oh, we're going to New York next week.
I was too busy taking pictures, we got lost. It's okay, we found it though. There's only 2 turns. How did I make a wrong turn? Oh, it's right here. It's right here, we found it.
And then suddenly feel full of anticipation again. It's anticipation. It's looking forward to the future that keeps me going. I guess that's what travel really means to me. All right, this is Sam. I'll see you next time. Bye.